And I also want to thank you, the keynote speakers, for sharing with us their ideas and points of views about sustainability in centers. Now, we would like to highlight a few things, and for this, I would like to invite the Executive Director of Telecentre.org Foundation, Miguel Raimilla, to come on stage. So let's receive him with a big applause, no?
Hello. Good morning again to you all. I see that yesterday's evening party was nice because people are still arriving, but this is also what we expected to have in this event, where networking is not only done in a formal meeting in an office, but it's also through inspiration and conspiration, I like to say, and good conspiration when the exchange is a more personal one and when we're enjoying a nice evening. So I'm here this morning to share with you on one pending subject of the global community of telecentres. And the subject is how can we improve the visibility of our work worldwide. For this, our foundation wants to develop our dream that's been going on for a long time. National and regional networks have made efforts, but we also need to go forward so that we obtain a global map of telecentres so that we know where telecentres are, but also to show the impact, the features of telecentres' work, and the amount of people that they service, and the type of services that these telecentres offer. Knowing that we're doing a great job is not enough. Discussing sustainability wouldn't be an issue anymore if we can go further into our strategy and our tools, the tools that we'll use and the strategy we'll use to bring more visibility to our work, because we know our work has a great effect on communities where we work. So it's a real need to give more visibility, more global visibility to telecentres. The foundation has a strategy, but for this strategy to work, we need you all to be involved and committed. We based ourselves on several documents, and our idea is a pretty conservative one. We think that there's 500,000 telecentres, but my feeling is that there's over 1 million telecentres around the world. So the 500,000 telecentres service a billion people nowadays worldwide. So this is the number of people who visit telecentres, and it will be more and more people. In the foundation, we carried out an analysis, and we already have 7,000 registered telecentres in a very basic way. But we need more interactive relationships for the strategy we want to implement in the future. This information must also enable new collaboration links with new bodies and especially potential funding sources. This means that we should improve the story we tell about our background, and we should also learn new languages so that social organizations, government programs, and private companies may find common points. Sometimes it seems like they use a different language and they can't meet on common grounds, but there are opportunities, and that's why we're going forward and we're broadening our concepts. As I said, this telecentre map will be a tool that all telecentre networks and telecentre users will access and it will be very simple to use. Throughout the regions, we'll have global, regional, and domestic level. And more than anything, we need an attractive, good story of each telecenter around the world. As I emphasized yesterday, not only is the technological infrastructure we have in our telecenters, but we want to show the work carried out by the people in charge of telecenters, because people in charge of telecenters are the ones who give a positive use to telecenters. You're broadening their know-how and their talents for them to be more relevant every day for users. So we still have time to improve. We want to share with you so that you tell us about the best practices on how to share information about telecenters. But not only do we need money, but also an active participation in involvement of domestic, national, and international networks. It took over a year and a half to collect information on almost 100,000 telecenters. Curiously enough, our initial idea was to consult and give the information to our local users. But out of these 100,000 telecenters, some of them don't belong to any telecenter associated to our foundation, which tells you that there's many more telecenters than what we think today. And as my good friend Rodrigo Bayo said this morning, there's also a great deal of cyber cafes that are understanding that the access to technology is simpler. Many more people have equipment at home, technological equipment at home, but the customized services are still interesting. Cyber cafes are becoming more like telecenters because they offer added value services. All these processes, as I said previously, also explains how, through this map, we can give more information on how this technology is impacting people's lives and changing social and economic strategies and developments. So we not only need hard facts, but we also need what new processes what are the new processes generated by these technologies offered in telecenters. And to carry out this project, we are making a great effort to set up strategic partnerships with different bodies. Collecting data doesn't just require goodwill and good agreements, but also good tools. And for that reason, we've decided to go forward into signing agreements with bodies that have a higher degree of expertise and know-how on how to manage these technological processes. I would then like to introduce one member of the board of the foundation. She's a good friend. She's also a model to follow. She's also a good example in terms of social organization. Her name is Rebecca Masisak. She's the CEO of the TechSoup organization. It's an organization. It's a NGO from the U.S. that manages most donations from big software companies in Silicon Valley and around the world. They work globally, and with them we are going forward to introduce a software. There's this section of the hub upstairs where you can know more about this OneRoof software's features, and we will also use it in promoting the future telecenters. So I invite you not only to know more about this technology, but also about TechSoup. And for this, it's a great honor for me to introduce Rebecca Masisak. Thank you for your attention.
Are we not on? Sorry. Let me start over in that case, if you don't mind. Okay. Buenos dias and good morning. How about that? I'm here to tell you about an exciting new partnership between Telecentre.org and TechSoup Global. TechSoup Global is a nonprofit network and a social enterprise that works to strengthen the capacity of global civil society and the social sector in general. We've been operating with a focus on technology, information and communications technologies, for about 25 years. And our mission is to work toward a time when every social benefit organization and actor on the planet has the technology and the resources and the knowledge they need to operate at their full potential. A little bit about the TechSoup Global Network. We are made up of more than 40 independent nonprofit organizations sharing a common mission around building capacity. We serve organizations, libraries, nonprofits, and so forth in more than 50 countries across the continents listed on the slide there. This year, we will help more than 100,000 organizations get technology products, software, hardware, and services. And to date, since our inception, we've distributed more than $2.5 billion at a retail value of technology into the social sector, as well as accompanying educational resources, content, and the ability to convene and have local events for building capacity. To give you a sense, we have about 456,000 subscribers to newsletters that our network produces around technology topics, to both talk about what's offered on a donated basis or a specially discounted basis, and also to offer educational content and awareness of activities that are going on in the sector around technology. Those newsletters there are 26 different newsletters in 13 languages in 22 countries. And also, the network is really increasingly becoming a key delivery channel for others who have resources and are looking to find nonprofit organizations or libraries and others working in the social sector. So there's a lot of interesting data that our network collects and is able to put to use to further build capacity. Everything that TechSoup Global does, it does in partnership with others. And we have significant corporate partnerships. More than 90 technology providers bring resources into this network that we then make available to the community. And most significantly is our partnership with Microsoft, which is very foundational. They have a very large and very open giving program. And of course, they do a lot to support telecenters in general as well. And because Microsoft allows TechSoup Global to do this as a collaboration, it creates a community resource that takes in income and also reinvests to build further capacity. So it's a very unique model. So I want to just give an example to make it a little bit more concrete. So this is a Granada-based small nonprofit foundation, OFECUM. And in the way that we operate in a country is that we work with another organization, as I mentioned, as a partner. So the organization that we work with in Spain to offer our donation programs is TechSoup. And TechSoup is a division of ONCE Foundation. TechSoup offers the program here under the name Dono. So you see the logo at the top of the slide. And just one example of an organization that Dono has helped to receive products, in this case Microsoft products, is OFECUM. And this organization is focused on helping older persons have an active and participatory aging process and life. And they've done a couple of interesting programs. One of them is called Kindergarten for All Ages, where they help older persons. They worked in partnership with the city council who runs kindergartens for 6-year and younger children. And OFECUM worked in partnership to bring the elderly into the kindergartens to provide a multi-generational experience. So it benefits the younger generation and it also benefits the older generation. They also run a computer lab that's pictured here. And what they got from the Dono program enabled them to outfit that computer lab with the necessary software. And they got that for something like 300 euros a year, and they probably got something in the neighborhood of 10,000 euros worth of product So it's a small fee that is paid, but it supports the program overall and allows them free access to webinars and content and so forth in local language with local support. So that's the kind of model that it is, and that is one example. This is a particular program that is a public access computing and community center that I wanted to use for this audience, since many of you are working with telecenters. And just to give a sense, there are 2 organizations like that have received benefit from this program in Granada. There are 357 in Spain, and there are 12,000 around the world of this type of organization that has received these benefits. So it just gives you a sense of kind of from the local to the global level. And we try to combine the best of global resources with relevant local programming and support. So the partnership between Telecentre.org and TechSoup is around an offering, a solution called OneRoof by TechSoup. Let's see if it'll let me go to the next. There we go, sorry. So OneRoof is a solution for public access computing. So it basically is an offering, a service that allows an operator of a telecenter to run their lab and to understand, how many machines they have, what the capacity is, who's using it, and so forth. But it has a very interesting feature. There are some other applications like that. The interesting feature that it has is really around its reporting ability. So as a center who might be offering many kinds of services, selling other kinds of associated services or bringing other benefits, and wanting to track what is being taken up, or what type of individuals, and how many women, for example, are coming into the center. Whatever it is that you want to track, you can set up to do that and have some very robust reporting. It also is cloud-based, the reporting aspects of this solution. And that can mean that if telecenters will define some common metrics across them, and it relates as well to the global map that Miguel was just speaking to. If you were to define some common metrics, you would be able to make those comparisons from the local level to the global level, and it would probably give you a lot of good intelligence for more effectively managing your telecenter and meeting your goals. I want to say that we have a booth in the room the open area upstairs. We also have at the computer lab area the ability for you to actually play with and interact with the application. It's something that Telecentre.org will be telling you more about over time and helping you learn about, but we do have 2 staff members here from TechSoup Global who are very knowledgeable and are happy to answer questions, and also are looking for your feedback on the offering. It's a solution that we want to make sure is something of value, and we're interested in doing more solutions for telecenters, so we look forward to your engagement in helping us be smarter about that. With that, I'll close. Thank you.